it's SJ, and we're here with Wise Words with SJ, right? Of course, that's right. And guess what? I'm going to read letters that are very interesting and give you my humble opinion, and I'm your host, SJ. Okay, here's one. Hi, SJ. I was on the hunt for new roommates, and this happened. I found a house on Facebook Marketplace that needed one more roommate. It was in the Hollywood Hills with a beautiful view, a large pool, and a deck that wrapped around the house. When I visited the house in the morning, you guys were very nice, but they made sure to mention one condition before I signed anything. They throw 3 to 4 parties every month that go late into the night. If I moved in, I'd have to be okay with that. In fact, they were hosting a party that very day and invited me to come by to see if I'd fit their vibe. When I arrived that evening, I was greeted by sports cars, personal security, and a guest list. After getting checked in, I stepped inside and saw a staff passing out something at the door. It was ecstasy. Drugs again. That's when I realized it was a sex party straight out of an old Hollywood cliche. Hello. I've never experienced anything like that before, but I decided to stay and see how things unfolded. Can't blame you. As the night went on, one of the guests brought me this little white Pomeranian. Suddenly the house's owner's dog in Argentino attacked it, picking it up like a rag doll and trying to tear it apart. The Pomeranian's owner managed to rescue his dog, but then he went into his car, grabbed a screwdriver, and stabbed the Argentino in retaliation. Security quickly intervened, dragging the man in the garage where he was tortured, waterboarding. Oh my God! I think his screams echoed throughout the house, mingling with the sound of people casually chatting. I left immediately. I did not move in. Well, that was a good move, to move into insanity like this. I didn't think things like this went on. Here's a story about my life. Okay, similar to this. So, I moved here from New York to California. I was living with this family in the Hollywood Hills. They owned a lighting company. Their names shall be nameless. And I didn't know they were swingers. Now, remember, I'm in my late 20s, so, I got a body to die for. But they were all naked, running around, loose. I'm like, oh, my God. So I went in the pool. The pool was in the basement of their house. That's where they wanted it. They built the house. So I went in the pool swimming. I didn't want to be around them, you know what I mean? But I was living there, so all of a sudden, like a shark, this guy comes into the pool. Oh, SJ, you're gorgeous. And what are you interested in swinging with the rest of us? No, I was not interested in swinging. I had no idea what that was all about. Even though in New York I'd heard about swing parties, I was not a swinger. I'm a one-on-one kind of girl. So I remember that to this day. They had like a steam room in there. You name it, it was a wild and crazy house. Older people, in their 50s back in the day, and I was in my 20s, so that's 30 years difference. But I was living there, and it was free rent, so what am I going to say? I just didn't go in that direction, so thank God, because who knows what I would have gotten myself into. But you were right not to move in, okay? And I don't know, I don't trust anything on Facebook like that is all I'm saying. So I'm glad you didn't move in. I hope I answered your question by telling you about my experiences. I've had a lot. Remember to email me at wisewords@jltv.tv if you have any more questions or want to talk about your life. And I'll tell you about mine, which certainly has not been boring. Well, the last 22 years maybe has been, but not before that. Mwah!